Hello, I'm making this video to talk about Carl Gallups, who is of PP Simmons, who's making this. He's spreading this news that the apocalypse has hit. So Carl Gallups is a Christian, and he's announcing the apocalypse everywhere. He's going on radios. He's a very powerful media person. He has a radio station called Freedom Friday. He has a YouTube video account which is called PP Simmons, which makes videos, and he also preaches in church. So he's a Christian, and he's preaching that there's a Jewish rabbi from Israel who had said that the Messiah would return as Jesus, or Yeshua, or I don't know how Christians call Jesus, or Yeshua, or God, or whatever. So he's saying that this rabbi was accepting Jesus as his Savior. Now, I'm not concerned with that because I'm a Buddhist, so I don't believe in God. I don't believe in Jesus in any way or form. For us Buddhists, Jesus is resurrected from the dead, which is very, very bad news for us. For us in Buddhism, we don't have any kind of God or prophets or come back from the dead. That's a no-no. That's a living dead. That's a person who's dead. So I just want to make it perfectly clear that I am in no way or form a Christian, and I am in no way or form treading the same line as Carl Gallups. But what I'm saying, the only thing which I'm saying is that he is just like Harold Camping or like anybody else, the Latter-day Saints or Charles Manson or Heaven's Gate or any loony who's announcing the date. So I'm saying, okay, I'm just observing this as a strange phenomena. I'm thinking, okay, Carl Gallups is announcing the apocalypse. So I'm just looking at what this guy is doing. I'm saying it might be right, it might be wrong. Nobody knows. In the Bible it says nobody knows the hour or the date of the second coming of Jesus. And so people say, well, if you don't believe in Jesus, so what's your concern with the second coming of Jesus? Well, I'm a Buddhist, and I follow the Kalachakra prophecy of the apocalypse. It's called, the name of the prophecy of the apocalypse in Buddhism is called Kalachakra. And that says that the demon king who will come, his name in Tibetan Buddhism is Krinmati. Krinmati will be of Christian, Muslim, Jewish, and Manichaeistic faith, and it'll be mixed. So that means that the Christian omens which announce the Christian Antichrist are valid for that demon king, because the demon king, the Antichrist, he will believe in Christianity because his faith, our Buddhist prophecy says that his faith will be Christian, Muslim, Jewish, and Manichaeistic. So he's part of Christianity. The Antichrist, the demon king, is part of Christianity, so he will believe in this omen of 666. Because Carl Gallups made a lot of videos saying that 666 marks Obama. So I'm just looking for signs which announce the defeat, the apocalypse, and the demise of Obama. And so Carl Gallups is announcing this. So I'm saying, okay, Carl Gallups for me is very different from Harold Camping, because Harold Camping was never talked about the 666 omen, which just to brief people on this and remind people, on the day after Obama's election, 666 was drawn in the Chicago lottery, the day after Obama's election, in his hometown in Chicago. And that's the mark of the Antichrist. That's the number of the Antichrist. So that's proof that Obama's the Antichrist. So my problem is not believing that Obama's the Antichrist. I'm convinced, but I'm just looking to know. I'm looking for the signs of the apocalypse. So Carl Gallups is kind of coming along, like announcing the apocalypse. He's going on radios. He was on a radio station yesterday. Now he's on a new one today. So I'm making this article, so I make an important disclaimer that I am not Christian. So that's clear from the beginning, because we have Tibetan Tantric Buddhism is completely opposed to Christianity. We have tantric sexual yoga, which is completely prescribed and forbidden by Christianity. Nobody should even try to say that I'm announcing Jesus or God, or that I'm saying that I'm in no way saying that the second coming of Jesus is the return of God or Jesus. I mean, that's Christian vocabulary. I announce a different, I'm following the Buddhist apocalypse. So, okay, so what I've said is basically the same thing which I've said all along, which I've just explained to you people. That's exactly, so here are the links, and here are the links, and this is an article which I'm going to be publishing in a couple of minutes, or in 15 minutes. So, yeah, and so Karl Gallups does not accept that I am the reluctant messenger. But I've explained in the last 10 minutes the kind of conflicting association between Buddhism and Christianity, but I've explained exactly what the bridge is between the two. So if you just wind back this tape, you'll be able to see exactly how I explain that there is this link between Buddhism and Christianity through our prophecy, apocalypse prophecy of Kalachakra. And that explains why I am a reluctant messenger, because I am not a Christian. So the 666 prophecy, the Antichrist, all of these things are alien to me. But I've had to adapt and learn these things because there is this association and there is this link, but it's a link which very few people can understand. And it puts me in a very difficult situation towards Buddhists who say, you know, why are you getting off into this Christian stuff? It's not our Buddhist religion. And also it puts me in a difficult position with Christians who say, you're a Buddhist, what? You don't belong here. And so I say, yes, well, I do belong because I do have this Kalachakra tradition. They say, yeah, but we don't know the Kalachakra tradition. I say, well, it's tough luck for you. And same thing with Buddhists. I say, you don't understand the link between Buddhism and Christianity. It's tough luck for you. So it's like a very, very narrow road where I have to drag myself through that, and I have to slither through that in a very, very narrow door. And I can do it because I've analyzed this. I've studied Kalachakra. I did 5 years of university in Tibetan culture at Paris University. And I did 28 years of research upon Kalachakra. Tibetans are not able to make this link, to jump from Buddhism to Christianity and make and then do this apocalypse inside Christianity, the worldwide apocalypse. They can't achieve this. It's too tough for them. They're Buddhists. They're in Chinese, Tibetan culture, and they cannot get into our Christian culture and explain that. I can do that because I'm a Westerner and I was born as a Protestant. So I can relate to what Karl Gallups is saying, but still know what's the difference between what he believes and what I believe. I don't believe in Jesus or God, but I can still relate to what he's talking about in terms of prophecy. But in my article, I'm saying, no, I draw a line to where Karl Gallups says that this Jewish rabbi is converting to Christianity and recognizing Jesus. Okay, maybe that's the case for this Jewish rabbi, but Karl Gallups cannot say it's my case. It's not my case. I'm not furthering the message of us, I'm not the messenger who's announcing the return of Jesus and God. I'm saying this is the apocalypse, it's the revelation. Revelation, apocalypse means revelation. I'm just announcing the revelation of the truth, which is that Obama is the Antichrist. I am not announcing the revelation that Jesus has come back or that God has come back, which Christians always make this mistake. But in the Bible it says, all the people in the apocalypse who say they're coming in Jesus' name, they're coming in God's name, will be false Christs. So I'm also warning Karl Gallups, stop talking about Jesus, because in the apocalypse, those who talk in Jesus' name, God's name, will be false Christs. So jump off that bandwagon. Get out of there. Get out of there. It's dangerous. You need to pull back, you know. Go into full retreat. I'm just announcing the revelation and apocalypse, which are just what they mean. Revelation means reveal the truth, and apocalypse means reveal the truth. I'm just revealing the truth, and that's it, period. And I'm using 666 and the Christian apocalypse to announce that apocalypse. I'm using the omen 666, but I'm not using Jesus or God. But in a way, I'm doing the same thing as the rabbi, because when I talk about the second coming of Jesus, I say that that's just an allegory. That's a metaphor, or it's allegorical. You have to think that, oh, the second coming of Jesus means the apocalypse. It means the revelation of the truth. It doesn't mean Jesus will come back himself. Or if he comes back, or if he doesn't come back, that's not my problem, because I have chosen, I've cherry-picked what part of the apocalypse I interpret and which part I reject. And I'm sure that I am right and Carl Gallups is wrong. I'm sure, because he is announcing Jesus, and in the Bible it says those who announce Jesus will be false Christs. So it's no problem for me saying that Carl Gallups is a false Christ. But if he can realize that he's wrong, he can come over to me, and then it'd be fine. Okay. I'm not going to get further into this because it's complicated enough as it is. Just wind back the tape and listen to what I said a couple of times. You'll see it's very simple, but it sure seems complicated. But it's not complicated. If you listen to the tape 2-3 times, it won't be complicated. I'll get back to this later on if people need more explanations.